Right, so I'm just going to read this article. I do have to be careful how I'm reading this out, because obviously I'm on YouTube, and censorship in this world right now in the year 2024 is ridiculous. Although we see articles in the news that tell us certain things to do with CV, right? If you then speak about them on YouTube, you get censored, which is ridiculous. We cannot live in a world like this, right? And the reason they are still censoring us, guys, is because they know we were right from the beginning. Right from the start, we were correct. That's why they've censored so much of our stuff. They're bringing stuff out now themselves, but we weren't allowed to speak about it early days. Anyway, I've just gone off on a tangent like I do. So this is an article that's on the Telegraph, okay? And it's regarding AstraZeneca, and they are now in an £80 million compensation battle with people that are claiming against them, and it's only 80 million. Listen, this is going to be a lot more. They're saying it's a small amount of people that were affected. They're saying it's not a lot of people. They are lying. Okay, because when you look at statistics to do with when CV started and the amount of people that were dying compared to the amount of people that died once they started doing the experimental medication, that's when people really did start to die, right? So I will read a small bit of this. Obviously, I'm going to have to do some in code, and just bear with me. This is the way we have to live. You know, if I was putting this on another platform, I think I'd probably get blocked from Facebook as well. But other platforms are allowing us to post stuff, but they're all being censored on these platforms as well. So there's nothing we can trust, because the platforms we are given are owned by them. So, you know, you have to bear that in mind, okay? So the claims of 35 alleged victims, they're calling them. How can you be an alleged victim when on Monday you were fine, Tuesday you took an experimental drug, and by the Wednesday you were dead? Okay, it's not alleged. These are victims, and there are many, many more than 35. I'll suggest. One of my friends is a victim of this. Okay? So the claims of 35 alleged victims of the AstraZeneca CV experimental have been lodged against the pharmaceutical giant in what threatens to be one of the biggest legal cases of its kind. There's only 35 people so far. Lawyers have issued the claims amounting to tens of millions of pounds in the High Court over complications they say were caused by the vaccine months after launching 2 test cases. Yeah? They're telling you themselves here what they were doing, but they were releasing tests on it when it first started. They're blatantly saying it here. The cases highlight what is claimed to be a very rare side effect that had been linked to deaths at least of 81 people and caused serious harms to hundreds more. Oh my God. The claims allege the vaccine developed by Astra in partnership with the University of Oxford is defective. The vaccine has been linked to a newly identified condition that causes blood clots called vaccine-induced immune thrombosis, VITT. In about 1 in 5 cases, patients who contracted VITT died. Right, so they're talking about people who have come forward with this. They're saying there's not many people that were affected by this, and it's just a few people that were affected. In fact, a man from AstraZeneca actually says that. If I can find it, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is quite long. Let me see if I can just quickly find this. The public needs the confidence to know they will, this is from Sir Jeremy, he told the Telegraph, the public need the confidence to know they will be looked after if in the tiny minority of cases where the vaccine has gone wrong. That is bullshit. There are a lot of people that did take the experimental that are no longer with us. They will not be able to fight for this. But I'm giving up the fight because obviously we were there right from the beginning telling people that it wasn't safe, it wasn't going to be effective, it's not been trialled properly, it is an experimental, this is a test. It was more of a compliance test, I think. And some of the people that did comply paid with their life, okay? So just a little video I'm making today. I don't even know if this is going to be able to stay on YouTube, we'll have to see. But I want to see a lot more than 35 people claiming against AstraZeneca. And if you are a family member that suffered, if you know somebody that suffered after taking the Oxford experimental, then tell them to start making a fuss about it and put in their claim, because it wasn't safe and effective after all, was it? And the ones that paid for their life will never be able to fight for this again. Peace out, guys.